I want you to zoom in on the trailer. See, that's what these bags of nuts and bolts are. You see all these little nuts and bolts all along the side of it? Okay, everybody, I'm going to sell my little trailer here. This is from Harbor Freight. I really don't know that much about it. I've just rolled it up out of the corner. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking it's maybe 8 feet long. That looks about right to me. It's what? 5 feet wide? A little less than that maybe. It does have the side kits on it. Notice that it's got the chains. And I've got leaky air mattresses in it. It's got the tail lights on it. It's got the fenders. And again, I'm just showing this as soon as I put it out. I haven't researched it at all. But there you see the trailer. That's nice. You can take those sides off. And you know what else we're going to do with it? This is the spare tire to it. So that's very important. I happen to have a tire in that size, so I'm going to add this to this. I think we're looking at, if you bought the tire and the trailer with the walls and everything, I think you're looking at a $500 item. Now, I'm just pulling this out of thin air. It may be. This is going to go out at a minimum, and of course, we're going to look it up on the internet. We'll research it a little bit. It's a Harbor Freight trailer, and now you've got to realize that we've already assembled it. Contrary to popular opinion, the wood is in all good condition. I didn't see any rotten wood on there, and that is going to be an item on the table. Let's shorten this up. Are we going to show these? Folks, I'm not quite sure what these are. Let me just be honest with you. This was some wood furniture. I had a neighbor here at the warehouse complex that had a furniture sale. They had a big going out of business sale. You probably went to it. But these were some of the items they left behind. They didn't want to move. And I hated to see them wasted, but I don't know what they are. They have oak fronts. They have solid oak fronts because this was a store that just sold oak furniture. And I don't know if they look like waterbed headboards back in the day when I used to deliver and install waterbeds. You know, I was a waterbed delivery man, right? Have I told you that story yet? So they look like that, but they could be parts of entertainment centers. They've got doors with these nice Southwest style handles on it, Southwest design. Clearly this is laying on its side. This is looks like a CD or DVD rack in there. I've got another one over here that's, again, oak front to it. These are extra oak pieces that I have. Here's an oak door, an oak drawer. Here's another. Again, it looks like a bed headboard, or it looks like it could be the top of an entertainment center. Again, they obviously were meant to stack on something like a hutch, maybe go on a base unit. I'm going to sell both of these for one money. I don't want to move it. Y'all tell me what it's worth. And we're going to do some fancy camera work here. Here, I'll do some lighting work too. There we go. Okay, the other items on the table, the smaller items. I don't know about that. You know, I think these will fit several different tools here. Wow, that's a nice chisel tip on that. That looks like that's had some use, doesn't it? Some serious use. This is a chisel tip for some sort of an air hammer or drill. This is another drill bit. This is a chisel tip that fits in one of these jackhammers. You know, we had the jackhammers in Beaumont. Those suckers were big. And I'd use them. I was showing one on a table, and it went, and it poked a hole in the concrete. I was like, oops, I don't want to put a hole there. All right, this is another one. This clearly is some kind of a jackhammer bit. It's a point on the end. And here's another one. So if you never can get enough of them bits, I've got some for you. Call and give me a bid on the bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, all for one money. I've got one of these LED flashlights with an adapter. Oh, you got to, if the adapter's plugged in, it doesn't work. I'm so surprised. This trigger sticks a little bit. I loosened one up. I had a trigger that was sticking like that earlier, and I loosened it up, put it back together, and it worked fine. I'm going to let you do that. It's a Dorsey LED flashlight, and I do have the adapter. Call and give me a bid on that. I've got the Proctor Silex brew station. This keeps hot water in this pot right here, always hot, and it just dispenses right here. You can make your tea, your cup of soups, your noodles, coffee, anything. It's a hot water, it's a brew station is what they call it, and it's a $29 retail price. Let's go ahead and look at these ceiling fan lights. These also match These also could be installed hardwired on a ceiling fixture. I think it's got that all-thread center. So I think there's a piece you can attach to your junction box that accepts the all-thread, and then you just thread it on. And it could be installed permanently. There's a hole here to turn the light on and off. That's kind of nice to have a ceiling fixture with a pull chain on it. There's also a hole for the ceiling fan chain if you install it on a ceiling fan. You get 2 of those for $1 money. Also on the table, I got a 500 amp load tester. This is not a battery charger, but a diagnostic tool that determines whether the battery is even worth charging. In other words, whether it'll hold the charge. I believe these retail for $50. This one's going to be as is because the plastic face is broke off of this meter and I don't have a knob to it. Although we may find the knob now that we're going through the last bits and pieces. Okay, also on the table, I have my huge, this is a roof, folks. It is a reflective tarp made out of 14 by 14 1,000 denier nylon. And the reflective color makes it last longer and keeps what's underneath cooler. Huge, 30 feet by 60 feet. See, I had to sit down to even tell you that. 30 feet by 60 feet. And wow, this is a great table. Let's go to the bitter board. Took way too long to tell about it.